back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is Ashu Maudgil, and today I'm going to talk about how you can increase your vibration, how you can uplift your frequency, how you can feel better about your life, how you can feel happy most of the times, how you can increase your energy, and how can you feel on top of the world. Don't we all want that? The ideal states of our being. Yes, we all want that, but still we don't have all these ideal states. We are more in the survival race, we are more negative, we are so insecure, we carry our fears, and that's so true for each one of us. There's no denying the fact, though we pretend that we are happy, though we pretend we are safe, though we pretend we are courageous, but deep in our hearts, we all know that we carry one or the other fear, one or the other insecurity. And that's perfectly alright. For me, like, if you ask me, yeah, I acknowledge I also have fears, but I feel more powerful now with all those fears because I'm at a place where I know that how I can tap into my fears, how I can get past those fears. So when you are able to tap into that place where you feel that you acknowledge and you accept in the first place, you have an acceptance has come into your consciousness that allows you to observe your fears, that makes you say hello my fear, like that. So you're not afraid, you're not kind of resisting your fears, but you're shaking hands with your fears. Then you are in a powerful place because from there you can tackle your fears, you can learn to let go of your fears, and you can learn to, you're becoming more skillful in your inner resources, so you're becoming more skillful in tapping your high potentialities, and it works pretty smoothly from that point onward. So it is a kind of an expertise you can develop as well. So to higher your frequency, to up your frequency, to feel more fresh, more vibrant, more positive, and you need to do one thing in the first place, and that is a very powerful thing, and that is a thing that you may not like also as I talk to you about it, because it is all about taking responsibility for all of your negative behaviors without throwing the blame on the outer circumstances or other people in your life. Like, I know, like a lot of us, and even I did so, that we blame others and we blame the external circumstances for our unhappiness, for the situations that we are placed in. But who is the one who is feeling everything about the situation? It's only you or me who are feeling those situations or feeling bad feelings in our lives. When we are happy, we want to take all the credit, but when we are not feeling happy, we want to put all the blame on the outer circumstances. Isn't it very unfair? Very unfair to the other person. So when you take responsibilities and you try to attain that balance of taking responsibility for your happy moments as well as for your sad moments, hey, you are good to go. You are doing pretty well, I would say. So what you can do is be responsible for everything that is happening in your life right now. It may seem a big burden to you as I'm asking you that, hey, if I take a responsibility, I'm feeling so overwhelmed, I can't handle it. If it is happening, it's perfectly alright, it's perfectly natural. But that is the beginning point, that you have to take responsibility if you want to increase your happiness. There is no other way. There is no other way. All universal principles will fail if you are not understanding this very simple universal principle, and that is to take responsibility for your feelings, for your actions. And why we are throwing blame on other or holding the other people or situations responsible for our unhappiness is because we are not clear in our minds, we are not connected with our true self. We really don't know what we truly want. And when we don't know what we truly want, we just listen to other people and what they tell us about ourselves, that, hey, I think you are good at that, why don't you do this? Hey, I think you will benefit from that. Hey, I got benefit from this situation, maybe you would also benefit, so you do this or you do that. But when you do not get the same results, you don't feel good, you feel let down, and then you put the blame on the external person. But in the first place, why do we need to take advice from the other person? When we are clear in our mind and when we know ourselves well, we really don't need to go to anybody else. The answer comes from within. Our intuition speaks to us, our authentic self speaks to us, and we are very clear in our minds that what we want, what makes us feel good. So when we go into that space, we have already relinquished others from our bad feelings, because we are at a place where we are more empowered and we know that we can co-create, we can create our own happiness. We are responsible for all our actions, all our feelings, all our beliefs. And when we accept that and when we free others from our blames, isn't it a great thing? Isn't it a great thing? You're being of service. You are not holding grudges or bad feelings for other people. So you can love more, you can accept more, you can acknowledge more. Isn't it a great place to be? You are opening up your heart and you are enjoying your life more. I think that's a wonderful place to be in. To enjoy your life, to give to others, to feel more powerful, to be in touch with yourself. And one important thing that you need to do is just be responsible. Don't ever throw the blame of your feeling bad or your circumstances or situations on others, because our reality is very illogical. If you study the quantum physics, it is very illogical. There's no logic in it. So that means that you can co-create with that powerful universe anything you want. So you can change the story in your head and you can create a new story. That's perfectly all right. There's nothing carved in stone when it comes to your thoughts. You're always changing. And you can change your thoughts for better once you take responsibility and you become aware of your negative patterns. You are good to go, my friend. So if you're new in my channel, do like this video, show some responsibility if you have gotten something of value out of this video, if it impacted you in some way. And do subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more from me.